3 leaders, 2 world-class celebrities. Joe, a legendary man in the F1 circuit with more than 40 years in experience. Nick, drummer from one of the most iconic rock bands of all the time, Pink Floyd, musician, composer, and passionate collector of classic cars. And Lalo, who overcame many challenges and now celebrating the 30th edition of this world-class event to make a unique automotive competition on its kind, taking place in the most beautiful countries in the world, Mexico. Joe, Nick, and Lalo, what does came to the mind every time you think about Carrera Panamericana?
Doing the Carrera Panamericana is not just a racing event. It's, some people describe it as the more kept secret of motor racing. It's not just a race, it's a cultural event, it's a travel event. I mean, I know more of Mexico since I do the Carrera Panamericana 7 years than when the 19 years that I lived in Mexico. Just knowing how nice is the whole of Mexico, not just the Mexico City, but as you go out, you see so many things. It's a fantastic event. I mean, thank that Lalo had the idea to revive it in the form that is now, which is a little bit more less dangerous than it used to be. The people that go and do it once, they got to do it twice and again, and it just it's like a drug. As I said, it's not just a racing event, but it's a culture and everything with it, and you know more about Mexico and its people once you do it.
Back in the 50s, it was very dangerous. It still is. But when Nick and all the guys at Pink Floyd raced, it was not that safe. They were just using roll bars. As he told them, they didn't use special helmets and hands devices and all the stuff. They were pretty brave, or crazy, whatever.
Crazy.
At any rate, it's been the culture of Mexico. And within the last 10 years, we've been improving in safety. It's safer than other events of classic cars that don't go fast. You know that, Nick? And our race is different. We race through a lot of, I mean, you can ask Joe about Mil Cumbres.
My favorite station.
Over time.
My favorite station.
And nowadays, El Espinazo del Diablo, it's a different race. It's the Devil's Spine.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine. All right.
Those of us who have followed closely your professional and personal trajectory of the members of one of the most emblematic bands of all the time, you know that you have 3 passions: racing, flying, and music. That's correct?
That's correct.
What do you can tell us about that, your passions?
Well, I think that the three things complement each other. You know, that's the nice thing about it. I mean, if there wasn't the music, there wouldn't the enthusiasm for cars. I wouldn't be able to have as much fun with cars as I've had.
Okay.
The music has paid for flying and motor racing.
Yeah.
But they also they're so different. Because the great thing about driving and flying is when you're doing it, you're entirely on your own. Whereas, of course, with music, being a drummer and part of a band, you absolutely require all those other people for it to happen at all.
Yeah. So in 1990, you traveled to Mexico to participate in Carrera Panamericana for the first time. Almost 30 years ago, what does it mean for you to have taken part in Carrera Panamericana?
Well, I think one of the most important things about the current Carrera is that it's much closer to the original race than so many of the other historic events. You know, the Mille Miglia is a regularity trial, and you don't actually have that real element of speed.
Of racing, yeah.
In fact, you get penalised for going too quickly. So from that point of view, I think it was it's a terrific event because those speed sections really matter.
Yeah.
But also it's the most wonderful sort of trip in a way because particularly for us Europeans, Mexico, South America is so exotic, so different to anything we know and experience ourselves.
I remember he was going downhill in Mil Cumbres and some big sedan from the US, a Ford, something like that, didn't let him go by and he was so pissed.
It's amazing how the adrenaline gets when you're behind the wheel.
Yes.
It was this big American car in Mil Cumbres. It's very difficult, but he wouldn't let me go. He would, and I said to Beto, well, the next time I just kick him and I send him to puta que pariu. And I was, and then eventually he moved. And then after he said, oh, I couldn't see you, sorry. It was an American Ford with a big mirror, which I could see, and two big mirrors, and there's no way that he couldn't see me or hear me.
And you
But it was lovely.
to Morelia. Anyhow, that was fun.
Carrera Panamericana wants to congratulate Pink Floyd because you are celebrating your 50th anniversary.
We are, yeah.
That's great. We are only in the 30. We hope to reach 50 years.
You are the kids, we are the seniors.
Okay. So, could you share with us another message for the 30th anniversary of Carrera Panamericana?
Well, again, I'd say congratulations on making 30. I look forward to the 50th.
Okay, as Pink Floyd. Joe, could you share with us a message for the 30th anniversary of Carrera Panamericana?
I would love to be there again, yes. As I said to you, I wouldn't contemplate to taking part in the whole Carrera and race of it. I think as a racer, my sell-by date is gone already. But I would like to take part a couple of stages. And
You will be joining us, right?
yes.
And finally, Lalo, can you give us a message for the 30th anniversary of Carrera Panamericana?
Well, it's been now 30 years and we started with this project. Now it's done, everybody gets to know the race in England, in Belgium, in France, in Africa, now in the Czech Republic. So this project has to keep on going as long as we can do, because as Joe says, we're crazy about racing. We love racing and we must keep on doing something for racing. Like making a race, that having Joe, and to give this, because Carrera Panamericana is different than any other race in the world. The only thing you need for doing a Grand Prix race or a rally from the championship or whatever is money. Carrera Panamericana's got to be with passion. It's got to be with love. And we need people like them coming to a race, so it becomes more famous, more important, and then everybody knows and appreciates what Mexico loves about racing. That is the reason we do the race.
This is part of the celebrations prepared for the 30th anniversary. We invite you to join us and be part of the history of this legendary event, La Carrera Panamericana, from October